Game on! More Heroes of the Storm, more Mythical Championship. Team Hype, they made it happen in the last round. They took Paper My Lady down. Now we have them going up against Disgusting. So let's go! On the left side of our best of 3 series, on Battlefield of Eternity, we got Nox on Ana, Parnex on Mei, Opaka on Lunara, Halsey on the Medivh, and Yaya Days on Urel. Pretty cool setup, actually. Medivh again in play. Urel as a main tank. Well, main tank not really. It's mainly Mei that we have here. But on the side lane, those two together will definitely bust through the front. On the right side of the map, Disgusting with Itrax on Li Ming. We got Lavakal on Varian, Rutek on Brightwing, Arcunis on Diva, and Arion on Genji. So there's a couple of things to be said here right from the get-go. I mean, the first thing is, of course, that we're looking at the Mythical Championship. It's the end of season tournament where the best Division 1 teams of Heroes Lounge are participating. We have a team with Hazorps, we have a couple of players that you can see in the CCL that you've previously seen in HGC, but generally speaking, everybody that participates here is at least very high master or grandmaster, mostly grandmaster players. But it's gonna be a pretty sexy one. Now, we are on the old UI because unfortunately, this is the current patch, this is the Hogger patch still, but Blizzard dropped the hotfix that was supposed to, I guess, fix a couple of bugs, and that made all of the old replay files again corrupt, so now we have to load into the old client in order to check all of this stuff out, which is pretty much what we're doing as we speak, but that's the reason why we're relying on the old UI and not the new one that shows you hit points of heroes that drop really low, where you can also follow quests a little bit better. So yeah, just as a bit of an FYI. But so far, we had actually some pretty interesting Heroes of the Storm games in this particular tournament. A lot of fun in the first round, and I gotta say that the match between Hype and Paper My Lady was kinda nuts. And some really, really cool moves there too. Went in full distance, we saw 3 maps on this one, and this is of course another best of 3 series. In the later stage of the tournament, we're gonna have more best of 5s, but right now it's all about those best of 3 setups. Medivh already ghosting around a little bit up at the top there. Mei at the same time is still finding herself down at the bottom of the map and has to deal with Brightwing. So Brightwing is in, and all the way at the top we have our 4-man for Disgusting. And Varian is of course back. If you watch the CCL religiously on the channel, then you've known that already for a while now. So Varian has been played previously a lot with, let's say, Stukov behind him, with Malfurion behind him, and then any kind of burst damage. We've seen quite a bit of that. But over here now, it's together with Li Ming and also with Genji. So they're trying to come in, get those resets, Swift Strike and Li Ming resets, and just get those kills in. And it's a very dangerous combo. You gotta be careful with that. And that's where Medivh comes into play. So that's a pretty good pick against the Varian setup, because whenever the taunt comes through, Medivh is gonna be in a position where he can drop the shield quickly and just avoid the initial damage and help the target to survive just long enough so that you can make your play around that. And that's pretty much what they're going to try and do here. So camps are currently being taken on the right side of the map. We got the Shaman camp being attacked here by Disgusting. I would be surprised if the blue team doesn't make a play for it as well, and they're already underway. At the top, Yaya Days has to move back. The entire wall was already opened up. And that's a pretty good start. So when it comes to structures, we are looking at an advantage for Disgusting already in this first game. And I gotta say, the one thing that I really like about this Heroes of the Storm tournament here too is that we have, when it comes to maps, a bit more variety. So our map pool, I mean, it's the same map pool for this tournament than we've seen in other tournaments in Heroes, but still, this is a very, very different way of how they are setting those maps up. So I hope that the next ones are also not going to fall back into the normal pool, but starting with Battlefield of Eternity, it's pretty unusual. It's not something that you see normally as a starting map. Usually that comes into play a bit later. Alright, Itrax on the doubloon here, as the halftime show has already been won. And the blue team is starting to be in a bit of trouble, I gotta say. If they now lose over here too, and the Immortal marches through the bot lane, then they have not only lost structures at the top, but will also suffer severe damage at the bottom of the map. And that would be a fantastic opening into the game for Disgusting. And right now they're looking really good on this. Now they're trying to make a play for the pilot. It doesn't seem like it's gonna happen. And the Immortal is locked in with a pretty significant shield, I might add. So that's a very, very good setup for them right now. Okay. So off we go. Lavakal gets attacked over here. Careful, Varian in trouble. And he dies. Yep, that's the end of Trashwing. Brightwing is down too, and this Immortal is all of a sudden very much alone. Feels a little bit bad, to be honest. A little bit of a sad moment right here. But yep, there we go. There's the quick hits coming in as they're starting to go for it, trying to take that one down. But that Immortal's not going to do a whole lot of work, is it now? Maybe take the gate down, but yeah, not much more than that. Okay, either way, what else do we get? We have at the same time now topside getting pressured a little bit by Genji. I mean, it's the only thing really that Disgusting can do. Suffering those 2 kills was a problem. If they would have just fallen back and waited for the Immortal push, I think they could have done some significant damage here. But with the help of Li Ming and Varian, they're still able to take down the bottom wall. So there's that. There's at least something. Up at the top side. So a little push. Level 7 talent are now in for both of the teams. Brings us also Calamity. And Varian coming in with the Lionheart over here. So a little bit of a Lion's Fang setup on level 1 and on level 7. The level 7 a little bit more out than what we are seeing normally from the hero build. Brightwing at the bottom of the map. Yeah, the 4-man at the top is just saying, hey, we can defend 4 versus 5. Brightwing has to come in to help out Lavakal. Varian was a bit in trouble there. But still pushed out the bot lane a bit and caught up in experience for them. So that's also like a nice one. But off we go. Over here. Yeah, they're making a play for Lunara again. Went into the Splintered Spear, by the way. Alright. And the setup. D.Va. Yeah, she gets out. That's always kind of neat whenever you see that. I like the way that they're trying to burn that mech down as quickly as they can and then follow up on it, but the pilot was ready, so Kunis is not really in danger. Only 2 kills in the game up to this point. Hype was locking both of them in, but the early game at least went over to Disgusting. So now that we're looking at another Immortal, there's a chance that level 10 abilities are going to kick in by the time that's the case. There's the quest completion. Nice timing, actually, for Halcyon. So for Medivh, this is pretty great. Now during the Immortal, he can be a bit more generous with his shields and with his escape tools because he himself won't need them as much anymore. If you're about to complete your quest, then obviously you're going to reserve a couple of cooldowns if you feel pressured as well. Just on the off chance that you're going to get killed, you don't want to lose those stacks. Halftime show battle is already starting up as both of the teams are moving in for it. And it's time for the cap on the right team side. But Disgusting is not making any moves over towards the Shaman camp yet. They're looking for a fight instead. Now again, as I said, if they get a good taunt through, they can do a lot of damage here. As Lavakal is just choo-chooing around with Varian at the front. Yeah, they find one target. Are they going to go for any of them? Mei is notoriously difficult to take down, especially if you have a Medivh behind it. So this front line is not easy to bust through. They need to try and get into the back line instead. Taking Urel down or Mei down with all the tools that they have is going to be super difficult, even if you are able to put that taunt in. So, if they make a move towards the back line, that's where you're really going to find value. But that is not going to be easy when you have 2 tanks against you that are just trying to block that path as much as they can. Now, Team Hype is trying to lock in the Immortal, and they might. The problem, of course, is that Lunara, while she is great against the Immortal, deals damage over time. And that doesn't help you a whole lot if you're trying to raise your opponent's team on the damage numbers. So we have, again, Disgusting locking in Immortal number 2 in this case. Also, the ults out. We got the Dragon Blade for Genji. We got the Avalanche on the side of Mei. Lunara is going to jump around a little bit more. Brightwing has taken to the side lane. And the Eye of Horus. All right. So no nano boost over here. Could have boosted Medivh maybe a little bit. But yeah, the Eye of Horus is in. And they're trying to at least this time do some damage and take down that gate. And oh, Lavakal, careful, that's a taunt. They don't have any damage healers here though. Brightwing is coming in, won't be able to do a lot here either. Fountain is down, fort has been destroyed. Here comes Mei. And off we go. Can they maybe get the kill now? And it seems like they can. Yes, Genji slicing, dicing, but gets taken down by Ana as our sharpshooter lady is hitting one after another. Nicely done. And another snipe. What the hell? There goes Medivh, but that's Varian destroyed too. And what started off with a kill against Mei ended with 3 heroes dying on the side of Disgusting. Damn, son. That was pretty sexy. It was actually really good. Ana, mad value out of the Eye of Horus, getting one hit in after another and really helping them to take the heroes down. She was the one dropping Li Ming, and she also did a lot of damage against Varian in the first place here. I like it. Now we have them pushing through the bot lane. 6 kills against 2 now. Genji's still trying to do his thing here. But, yep, that's a solid setup. That was kind of fun. Alright, that was pretty cool. I like that. So top side, that's where we currently have our next setup with Urel going up against Varian again. But I gotta say, it's even in experience, structures, that's of course where Disgusting has taken the lead. But you look over to the kills and it is very clear which team currently has the upper hand here. So right now, there's a move. They're starting to go top side. They're trying to maybe even contest this. Urel goes up against 2 though. And I think they have to abandon this one. It's going to be a 5 versus 5. They won't let it go. They're going for Urel. There's the polymorph triple setup with the ley line. And that saves Urel's ass. Here's the avalanche and the pew 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 as Nox is aiming down the lane again. But she gets taken down. Ana eliminated as Li Ming had enough of this shit. Comes in and drops her. Well done. They take the camp though. But they still lose one of their heroes. And Genji is going to try and make this too. Slices in again. They're making a play for Mei. But this front line is so tanky. This front line is absolutely insane. Especially with the Medivh shield behind it and the portal escape. So can't do a lot here. Li Ming has already decided that there's nothing going to happen here. So she moved into the middle to try and do some immortal damage. But Varian oversteps and dies. Good setup. Murderous damage. Li Ming coming in with the Calamity and taking Lulinara down after she nearly dropped Medivh too. But they're all starting to fall low. So they have to Hearthstone back and just get back a bit of hit points and mana. Yeah, the map is opened up again. 13 versus 13. The kill count is equalizing a bit more. 7-4 right now. And it is party time. As we have Parnax and his boys trying to finally lock in an objective for the blue team. So far that hasn't really happened. We got D.Va down at the bottom of the map right now. But, yep, let's go. Straight up in the middle. This is where we're going to see our back and forth setup. And, yep. Off we go. Right now, let's see, Lavakal and his boys are going for the camp. Actually not even committing to anything here. I really thought that they might move a bit more aggressively towards the blue team's Immortal. But they're letting the blue team also take their own camp. So both of the Shaman camps will be available. Top side is still pressuring. And that top fort will be in trouble. Yeah, someone on the blue team side has to move away. Team Hype needs to be careful there. Leyline again, connecting with 2. D.Va shutting anything down here, but that was a nice move. And now Varian is in deep shit. Lavakal tries to make it out, and Brightwing with the save. Nice. Yeah, that one was needed. Now they took some damage, but as I said, the top lane is now also going to be in trouble, and in a lot of it. Yeah, that fort is not going to make it. Lulinara moves in, tries to deal with it, but she's definitely going to be too late. Brightwing is going to try to somehow save the fort at the bottom of the map, and I think it's a bit easier for Disgusting, given the circumstances over here. There's not as many minions pushing in for this just yet. Top fort now has fallen as predicted. And at the same time, we are good to go here once again. Yeah, same time, I mean, I gotta say, we got a couple of talents that are really out there right now, and quite a few heroes. I talked a bit about the Lion's Fang setup for Varian, with the level 7 in particular, going for the Shattering Throw here, but even the level 10 is not what you normally see here. We've seen the variation though, so not completely unheard of or anything. But they are looking for kills. They need to get better setups with that taunt. Here comes once again Genji going for Medivh. He misses the Swift Strike, but he connects, and so does D.Va. Down goes Medivh. Another pew 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 setup as Ana is trying to do her thing, but the Immortal is low, and this seems to be another objective for Disgusting. Unless, of course, Team Hype is able to get a few more kills in. And they are definitely trying. So they're starting to make their plays right here. And, well, let's see. Right now, we're getting still our little move over towards the next kill, potentially. Trying to move in against Parnax. At the same time, Arion on Genji is low. They're still looking for the objective. They're going to get it 100%. They just need to make sure that they're not losing heroes anymore. That's pretty much the main thing here. So, once again, a bit of a move towards... Yes! Lunara! Nice! Cool move! 4-man ley line. I don't really think that you can follow up on that, but that Lunara kill was pretty good. Genji moving in, cutting her path of retreat off, and that gives them an opportunity with the level 16 talents now to push straight through that top lane. Me likey! Good setup here for them. Damage output by now, Genji on 39,000. Lunara still has a bit more than he does, but that is solid damage from him. And so has Li Ming. She's sitting at 37k. Brightwing is at the bottom of the map, holding the lane against Urel. I like the way that they're using the global the entire time whenever possible and try to hold lanes, move Brightwing in late. Of course, Brightwing has to really time this properly. And, yep, communication needs to be on point for this one. And it seems like it isn't. That was save-worthy. Brightwing not moving in to save Genji. The keep is still destroyed, but the question is how many of them are now going to fall as they're trying to retreat. Brightwing comes in and tries to help out, but there's a slow, there's a setup, there's a ley line. Brightwing gets also pushed back, so they're trying to go for the double kill. Lavakal likely going to fall here. Bam! Gets dropped, and they are making the play also for Trashwing. The problem is that the core is falling in the meantime, and it's losing quite a few hit points. So I feel like they... Hello, team? Do you realize what's... Are you guys not getting what's happening? Like, does this guy not have a microphone? Are you kidding me? What are you doing? 15% on the core. Alright, that's one way to play the game. I love how everybody on the team just didn't care. Like, everybody here was just sitting there and was like, yeah, well, it's fine. Medivh's gonna take care of it, and Medivh's like, team. Oh my god. That's that's backdoor potential now. You can at this point really just start a backdoor. If you make it towards the core and you right click that shit, it's down. Disgusting. Half the kills of the blue team, but they are in the lead. Heavily now. Very interesting move. I mean, they get the kills. I understand that they were going for the kills. You can even make an argument that even the kills weren't worth it. But I can understand the impulse. But that after the kills, you're not moving back to the core to defend it, that's wild. That's really wild. So, time will tell how this is going to end, but the chances of Team Disgusting have now risen immensely. It was already looking good on the map when they took down the keep, but that they were able to do this much damage to the core itself, simply with the help of the Immortal, that is nuts. So, they got a few tools here. Now, there's no Grey main on their lineup, but they got a Diva explosion that they can use, also good for zoning, of course, against the opponent. Then you have Genji coming in, and we've seen Genjis in the past taking cores down with a Swift Strike. Sky Temple. Mid-season brawl. So, yeah, MVP Black showed it how it's done. Maybe Disgusting can repeat it. Anyways, they're still fighting over this. And they're trying to get the next camp here. So, off we go. There's the kill against Lunara. And guys, if they follow up with another kill, they can end the game. They might be able to do it just now. Next objective is also up. And of course, we kind of know what's going to happen if they take it. But they're saying, boys, let's go. Lunara isn't here. Let's right-click it. And, yep, let's see if that works out. They go for... I don't see a world in which this isn't successful. So, yeah, nicely done. They make the plays. Diva is sitting there. Shield is about to fall. 15%. Easy peasy. That's the lead, everybody. Disgusting. They take the win against Team Hype in the best of 3 series. A 1-0 lead for the red team. Nicely done. Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV. Game number 2! Yeah, it was a pretty wild game number 1, but again, the Heroes of the Storm games don't end because you get more kills or anything. You win those games because you take down the opponent's core, and they heavily underestimated that Immortal. Now, I think it's one of those moments where you just have to say, okay, shit happens, but now Team Hype has to bring it back somehow. Halcyon on Rexon, Tomb of the Spider Queen, we got Nox on Ana, Yaya Days on Johanna, Panax on Vala, oh, there we go, and Lopaka on Ragnaros. Let's go! Yeah, we got Lavakal playing for Disgusting on Diva this time, Akunis on Urel, Itrax on Cassia, Rutek on Anduin, and Arion is playing Junkrat in game number 2. But as I said, I feel right now it's a little bit annoying for the team in blue how all of this ended. I mean, duh, right? The problem is really, I think that they just underestimated a bit of how strong this Immortal would be, considering that it was still a very early game Immortal, and then it was already a bit too late. It shouldn't happen. It happens. We've seen even top players sometimes misjudge a situation like that. It was a bit of an adrenaline pumping too as they were chasing heroes, but obviously they were punished hard for that mistake and lost the game as a consequence. Now they were a bit behind as is, but let's see if maybe the blue team can bring it back now on our second map here on Tomb of the Spider Queen and then force game number 3 in the series, or if we're going to have a 2-0 victory for Disgusting in this Heroes of the Storm tournament over Team Hype. Now, with the builds that we go, Engulfing Flame is again used on the side of Ragnaros. So, Rag is an interesting hero just in general. I mean, oftentimes what you would see is him being picked when you're trying to slow the game down a bit, because his trait is just so good at taking objectives down and protecting lanes. I'm a bit curious what they are going to do on 10. I mean, again, there's always this argument if Lava Wave maybe in a macro sense might make sense, but not really here, I feel. They got stuns on setups on at least 3 heroes, depending on what they are picking. It could even be a 4th. So Sulfuras makes a lot of sense for quick kills, so that's something that we should actually see. But either way, the fight over the bot lane is happening, and Ragnaros already popping the trade and trying to get the kill here. Akunis barely survives all of this, but the fight isn't over yet. The pilot is also in trouble. The bomb is out. Misha is down, and the camp gets taken. I actually think they could have just moved in again and fight for it. Problem was, of course, also that Johanna wasn't even there. So, that's a problem. Yeah, was a bit late to the party, was still rotating. Ragnaros is now also up in the middle, but we still have a bit of poking happening from Cassia herself. And that bot lane fight is starting to be getting real crispy here. I mean, damn. They're getting aggressive around this. Now we got the Hand of Freedom on Urel. We have our level 4 for Disgusting. They have taken a bit of a lead in experience. Nobody has turned in any gems by now. Hunter Gatherer for Rexa, so he's going to work on the armor for himself and Misha, whereas Vala has gone... Oh, close call, Junkrat. Yeah, whereas Vala has gone into the standard build, so Hot Pursuit straight into the multi-shot setup. And she's already trying to bring that wave clear into the play. So we should expect her to still pick then later on Manticore on 16 and of course then the Farfly Quiver on 20. But outside of that we're going to see the multi-shot focus on level 7. I would be surprised if that isn't the case. Just to get the wave clear out, makes it easier for you to get those gems, control the camps a bit and also do some damage in the team fight. But of course it's still a question of which team is able to get that turn-in connected. That's the big one right now. And regarding the turn-ins, we have now our move towards the top turn-in point. Lavakal is the one who is immediately turning in for them. And they are playing the stuff that we've seen from Lauber and his boys sometimes, where they are picking D.Va as a main tank. So they pretty much got a main tank D.Va with the Urel at the side. And that, honestly, I gotta say, I haven't seen a single game yet where that went well. Most of the games, it just doesn't work out. They have a lack of CC with that setup. Now we're trying, of course, to keep that backline safe and get the wave clear and everything. But if you're lacking hard CC, that makes it oftentimes tricky in the late game. And since we have now sleep dart setups from Ana, we have stuns through Misha, Jojo with the potential to go into the Blessed Shield then later on. And on top of that, you got damage with Sulfuras and Vala. I really think that's going to be rough. Especially now that the medallion is gone, CC is just a fantastic setup if you want to take someone down. That's more or less what they're going to try and do here. So Panax, he's already moving back as the first web weavers are in. As I explained earlier, this is where Ragnaros excels, so he's starting to burn this down pretty much easily by himself. Everybody is at the top. D.Va is down. She got the explosion through, but she dies. Both now on level 7, and off we go. Web weaver at the top has been defended. The one at the bot lane is also defeated. And in the middle of the map, we have the last one taken out too. So that leaves us in a situation where we have no real kills. Only the mech died, by the way. And there we go. Did only the mech die? I'm a little bit confused right now because we don't have a Deskeimer. I thought I saw her picture in there, not the mech picture. Anyways, maybe I'm just thinking. Maybe I need glasses, like, who knows? Maybe my LASIK surgery a couple of years ago hasn't really improved my vision as much as I thought it did. So either way, now that we're looking at the level 7 talents, we also have both teams on even footing, which means team fight time. trying to go for the next turn over here. There they go, trying to take the mech down, and they succeed, but they can't drop the pilot, so there's that. And here we go. Turn-in attempt with 38 gems already delivered. They only need another 12 to get their web weavers, but everybody is super low right now. Yeah, I mean, really, really low. There's not enough gems yet for Disgusting to get another turn-in too. Obviously, they're hoping to close the series out with a 2-0 so that they don't have to bother with the third map. But they're slowly starting to get more gems connected as well, so I like it. They got the level 9 talent, level 9 set up just a little bit earlier than their opponents. That's already a good step. If they can get level 10 with the 2, that might allow them to get that turn-in. They don't have enough gems yet, but they soon will get the additional waves. Will yield enough to set turn-in number 2 up. And Team Hype could be a bit more aggressive, to be honest with you, attempting to get that turn-in secured. But so far, that's not happening. They're making the play for Cassia and take her down too. Nicely done. And all of a sudden, they are the ones holding the experience advantage. And can now turn in. Halcyon is trying to do exactly that. Rex are finally in a position where he can get rid of them. And that is a Web Weaver wave. Off we go. Level 10 abilities are coming in. They got the Web Weavers, and this is gonna get spicy very, very quickly. 2 kills to 0 in favor of the blue team already. We get the Blessed Shield. Sulfurus is here as expected, and even the Strafe for Vala. So it's gonna be a ton of damage as Disgusting takes their own level 10 and gets the Valkyrie connected. Ragnaros comes in for the kill, and he crushes Diva with the help of Anna. They make a play for Cassia 2, and they take her down. The problem is that 2 of their heroes fall as well, and it seems like even Ragnaros might die as Akunis is starting to move in. He can't get the next kill, so a 2-for-2 kill exchange. Yeah, well, let's take a quick look of how actually this all played out. I mean, this is how it started up with the Valkyrie set up from Cassia, and then the quick kill against Diva, and they followed up with another one. So it was a good start into the fight, but they fought underneath, they fought, and that fight turned against them quickly. Now we have the push at the bottom of the map, where Weavers are also still active at the top, so Junkrat is dealing with this. Here we go. They should be able to take that fountain down, and indeed they are, so that's a step into the right direction. And maybe even the fort itself. I mean, it is close. That one is up of grabs at any point now. That's tons of damage that they were able to do here. I love how they're even setting up a little bit of a trap right there. So let's see if Cassia falls for it. And yep, that looks good. Bam! Getting deleted, baby! That's how you set up a combo like this. Nicely done. A good trap. The Blessed Shield comes out. Sulfurus to the face, and that's the end of it. Another one. Anduin falls. And oh boy, Team Hype got unleashed. Absolutely unleashed. Check that kill out again. Have a look at this. They see that Cassia's coming. They know where they are. They know someone is going to rotate. Cassia is the one to rotate over. And then bam. Insta blow up. No chance. Easy kill. And that allows them to pick an early level 13. They have their bot lane already claimed. They got the turn in. Should be able to secure it here. They're already delivering with Halcyon and his Rexa, but this is a very, very solid performance right now from Team Hype, and very different from what we've seen in game number 1. So, as I said, I'm still very skeptical of the draft that we have for Disgusting here. Personally, I'm not a fan of the setup. I've never really seen it do very well, but maybe they're still able to bring this back home. Of course, now they're on the back foot and have to try and turn their own gems in, but it doesn't really look too good. Blue team has an opportunity to now use that level 13 to turn in as well. No Junkrat down at the top. We got no Gloom, by the way, for Vala. Vala actually went into auto attack. Oh, and they want to go for the boss. Now that they got Junkrat eliminated, they're just saying, boys, let's go. Let's take the boss down. Allow the red team to turn in if they want. They can't even. They just lost their gems. They lost too many of their gems in the last 2 fights. No, that's actually horrible for them. I thought they were able to conserve a few more, but Junkrat dying removed everything that they had. Now there's a turn-in opportunity. They're fighting for this. Let's see if that's the comeback. Are they throwing here? Is it a throw pit once again? It's a 5 versus 4. Anduin is down. Oh, so are Cassia and Diva. Anna is dead. The boss is taken. The blue team on an absolute rampage right now. Moving in, taking the boss. They can turn in if they want, and they are just murdering the lanes at this point. 11 kills to 3. They were ahead in kills on the last game, but of course, right here, this is a very different situation because now they're also ahead in structures, and that's where they really failed in game number 1. Junkrat, he died, lost more than 30 gems earlier. Huge problem because gems are always the ticket back into a game when you're falling behind on this map in particular. If you can hold on to your gems, you have a chance to come back no matter how far behind you are with maybe a double or even a triple turn-in. But as it stands right now, with all those gems lost, it's going to be very difficult for Disgusting to make those plays. They need kills. First of all, they need to defend, and then they need kills. The fort in the mid lane is going to fall 100%. The keep at the top lane is already in trouble. That boss will be defeated soon, but the Web Weaver is still there. Blow up against Rexa. That's a good start. That's a good move for Disgusting. They still have to deal with 2 more lanes, though, and protect the top side, too. So it's not going to be easy at all. But yeah, let's go. Seems like they can defend this one. Bot lane, alright. Bit of damage against the wall would be nice. In the mid lane, they're already doing this, but thanks to the kill against Rexa, it's one of those moments where Team Hype is not going to push in too greedily because they know that if they lose more heroes here, staggered deaths could be the ruin of the advantage that they fought for so hard. Now the wall gets destroyed, still a level lead for Team Hype, but at least there was only some damage done. Atrax is here, they're trying to force the fight, and of course they are, but Cassia went a bit too deep, is safe. No. Ragdoll is kicked across the map. Was saved for just a moment by Anduin, but they just couldn't sustain it. Oh, the kill against Junkrat! An in-flight death of Junkrat. Yeah, he got murdered in the middle of his flight, was trying to jump away, but that didn't work for him either. Blessed Shield is missing. They're going for the keep down here, but let's take another look against the on the Junkrat kill. Yeah, he actually died as he was in the middle of this jump. Look at this shit. Bam! That damage still connected. Yep. Seems like it was the smash. Quite interesting, actually. So, yeah. Now we have the keep destroyed at the bottom of the map, so they use the advantage once again. Quite nicely. I like that. They are always exploiting every advantage that they can fight for. And it's by now a 9-kill lead that they are holding over their opponent. It's a pretty sexy series in general. The Farflight Quiver would be the next one for Vala. She has gone into Manticore as predicted earlier. That's good for her. Her level 13 talent is going to synergize a bit better with the 16 and the 20. But of course, when you're going up against Cassia against Junkrat, going into Gloom oftentimes helps you. But at least for now, Vala didn't really have any problems. I mean, look at the damage output. She's sitting at 69,000. Quite a bit of that is strafe damage, of course, but still, definitely counts and matters. Engage into the back. Jojo maybe a little bit too deep right now. They're still trying to make the plays here. Hoppity hop from Diva as he comes through the bunny hop. Cassia goes down. Another kill from Ragnaros, and Jojo survives. Ragnaros taking the fort at the top. That has done a lot of good for them, and they're able to get another kill thanks to him. Even the arrow kill against Urel. They're getting murdered. They're losing gems all over the place again. Urel down. She lost a bunch, and they're down to... Oh, they're losing everything. No! That, like, they can go core. They're thinking about the keep here, but why would you stop at the keep? Just move past. You already took the one at the bot lane down. If that's not game, then I don't know what is. Cassia is going to be back in another 8 seconds, but as long as they don't stack like lemmings against the core, they should be able to take this one down. And as I say it, they're stacking like crazy. Move out a little bit, split, and there we go. That's a win. We're going game 3, everybody. This Heroes of the Storm series will go the full distance. We're heading into game number 3 as Team Hype takes the victory against Disgusting on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Nicely done. Game number 3. Let's go, everybody. Our third game is up, and we are heading into Volskaya Foundry. Very impressive comeback by Hype on game number 2. In game number 2, they did a great job there. Now we're seeing them with Nox and Malfurion. We got Parnax on Garrosh. They again use Ragnaros here, but we have them at the front line. Now with the third, they go for Leo, and Halcyon is playing Cassia here. On the right side of the map, Rutek on Brightwing, Etrux on Liming. We got Akunis on Diva for Disgusting, Lavekal on Muradin, and Arion is playing Sylvanas. It's getting spicy. I like it. Now we're heading into the final map of the best of 3 series, now Heroes of the Storm tournament. And it's going to be interesting to see which team will advance here. This is all single elimination at this point. So whoever loses is out. Now the Sylvanas factor, of course, shouldn't be underestimated. If an objective is taken or a team wiped, then there's always a lot of pressure. But it's kind of cool to see Ragnaros being picked again. You don't really see Ragnaros being picked that often. So there's that. Malfurion also, by the way, these days not a hero that we see as much as we did in the past. He definitely has fallen off a little bit. People are much more happy to go into other support these days. Muradin, then again, is there's a bit of a better setup now. Especially Muradin Stormbolts will set it up not only for, well, Sylvanas to a certain extent with the damage, but you of course also have Liming, so you want to paint that bullseye so that you can move in and then take the kill there. So we'll see if we can pull that off. First of all, we have the blue team taking all the momentum from game number 1 and trying to translate it into an early lead in game number 2. Coming in with another attack against Garrosh here, but the 1 minute mark has now passed and both teams are going for their items. But it feels like Leo is trying to interrupt this a little bit over here. It's a super aggressive play. You don't see that a lot. Normally, each team just takes their turret and that's it. And then you decide whether or not you want to fight over the healing beacon. Over here, very, very different ideas that the two are coming through with. An aggressive stance from Team Hype as they are threatening to take this away. But there we go. Bottom of the map, Halcyon is sitting tight, alright, and they are looking good for now. Okay, let's see what else we're gonna get. Yeah, there's a quick stun setup against Panax again. I mean, again, every single Stormbolt that you're getting at this point is already helping you a little bit. But it's kind of insane to me how long it takes for the teams to take any of the turrets and that both of them are still fighting this aggressively over the camp at the bottom right. It's kind of nuts. So they are definitely playing super aggressive. And it seems like the first one to experience that firsthand is Ragnaros. So much for Die Insect. There's only one insect in the game and it was just taken down. It's called a Firefly. Easily eliminate. Big stuns. Oh, but Bird Boy is dead too. Malfurion gets dropped. Yep, that old geezer was already arthritis plagued as is. I mean, just put him into select screen and you'll see the guy is shivering all over the place. Now we have Muradin hopping out and in. We got the kill against Leo too, so that's 3 kills to 0. Disgusting. Comes in and says, boys, not on our watch. And apparently Garrosh has a little bit of a death wish. Panax, he has the item, has to drop it, makes it out, but again, item is taken. Rutek on the other hand, he falls. Yeah, the fruit fly is dead once again. 3 kills to 1, the advantage for Disgusting. Nobody gave a damn about the healing beacon at the top. But here we go. That's the point where we could see camps taken. But it seems like Team Hype is foremost concerned about going here straight onto the objective. Nuclear option is, by the way, in. The Neil Peasant for Leoric, so standard build for him. Going into the Osson's Renewal on level 1-2. We got the stacks for Cassia and Muradin. Ooh. That's a bit of a weird one, I gotta say. Sledgehammer after you already didn't pick your level 1? It feels always a bit strange to me. I mean, the combination between the two is what we see most of the time. Again, you pick Sledgehammer mostly because you want to make sure that you get your baseline quest completed a little bit faster. And of course, it helps you in the long run also with damage against structures. But you lose out on some serious synergy if you don't go for your level 1 talent. So that's a little bit of a weird move there. Definitely one of those where you have to say like, yeah, I kind of want to do this and that. Don't see that combo a lot, and for a reason. Now, Sylvanas is down, and so is Brightwing. And we'll actually see how this is going to translate now into the objective. Because, well, actually, they should get it now. Just flat out. I didn't realize they were this far ahead on the objective already. At 87, 88, Brightwing can portal in, but that's it. And Sylvanas still needs some time. So, yeah. Muradin, get some help here. They're trying to contest it. Alright, it's not going to be an easy one. Ragnaros is still at the top. Still fighting over this one. I'm trying to wrap my head around the talent combos that Muradin went for here. And it's a little bit off. So, yeah. Don't do this at home, kids. If you want to go into your jump talents, which is totally fine, then just adjust your level 4 and go into the clap damage, or if you want to healing static, if you're the healing static combo with a double clap. But yeah, the build is a little bit all over the place. He completes his level 1, his baseline quest real quickly though. So now we have him with the Pierce, and we have him also with the extra cooldown reduction, which is always kind of neat. As expected, the blue team locked in the Protector, so now they can try to do a bit of damage here. As the map opens up, Ragnaros, of course, is going to have some more opportunities to also use his... Oh, careful. Yeah, first of all, he's not going to get any opportunities here. Yeah, he's going to die. Nice dodge. No way. Okay, there we go. For a moment, I thought he might be able to get away. Fountain taken down. There we go. As I said, once that forts are taken down, he has more opportunities to use his trade. But the top lane, they achieved everything that they wanted to do. So we'll actually see what they're gonna get done with this. At this point, Disgusting, despite the fact that they lost the objective, they're still doing well on the kills. It's 4 against 4. They have a chance to push through the top lane a bit. I feel like with Sylvanas, they have high hopes that they can take some structures down here. And if they, for example, break through the wall and take the fountain down, then at least they will put them on equal footing for objective number 2. But there is still a slight lead for Team Hype in the experience that's already here. So yeah, let's not forget about that. But Calamity is now in. If Mirrodin sets a good kill up, then there's that. He can always try and make a move with another Stormbolt. Sulfura smashes out as usual. And we also get on top of that the Valkyrie. So they gotta be a bit careful that they don't overlap those two talents. I love how Hype is again moving in for the camp immediately upon realizing that they have a small window where they have the level 10 ability and their opponent doesn't. So exploit it as much as they can, which nets them another turret. They can still take their own turret and probably should. But here we go. Now that we're looking at 10 abilities on both... Oh my god, he went Haymaker. Oh! What? Don't do this to me. Not in game 3. What happened? Haymaker? Cassia is down and I don't really care because he went Haymaker. No, 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 no. Why are you doing this to me? Okay, that's going to be problematic in the later stage of the game. Good kill against Sylvanas. Nicely done. That's a counter kill right there. And, well, let's go. Mirrodin is already on the spot. They are fighting with everything they have right now. Waiting for objective number 2. Fuck that. Let's go, boys. Let's brawl. Mid lane. There's a checkpoint too. It might not be active, but who cares? So, yeah, I don't know. So he actually picked Haymaker. Now, to be fair, they got a kill with Haymaker as they went for Cassia, but I think in the long run, that talent is gonna be a problem. I would be surprised if that is not gonna come back to bite them in the ass. There's the kill against Brightwing, so that's an easy one to eliminate. And obviously Mirrodin has to go now into Bronzebeard Rage on level 13. But that is a wild build at this point. He goes full jump so they can position a little bit better and is going to Haymaker the entire time. But you're losing a lot of sustain in the team fight if you're going down that path. So time will tell if that's successful, but I have my doubts. Let's just put it like this. So we got a small lead in experience still. Team Hype is half a level ahead. Mirrodin still looking for a few Stormbolts. Again, he has done his level 1, he has completed his level 1 quest already. There's the jump. Yeah, the taunt is there, but there's just not enough damage to really follow up on this. Nox was ready, laying down the lawn here with another quick root, but it was not enough. Bot lane. Yeah, I like this at least. Lopa. Oh, committing? Really? Oh, that would have been sick, City. If he would have gotten the solo kill against Sylvanas, I mean, holy hell. That's a lot of confidence to YOLO out the ult the way that he just did. I thought it was already a bit ballsy to drop the trade cooldown to simply defend the bottom fort, but well, I guess if he needed it, then that's fair enough. But that he would also commit to the ult and then nearly get the kill, that wasn't bad. That could have been a kill here for sure. Interesting. Now, as we are talking about it, Lovikal gets attacked. Immediately coming in with the Haymaker. Stormbolt, yeah, hops away. And here's the Entomb. Catching only one, and they're going for Sylvanas, and she's gonna die. Sylvanas is down. There's the second kill. Mirrodin does what he does best in this game. He hops away. I mean, I don't want to get shit on him too much, but again, you have to retreat a lot in this game if you don't have if you don't have Avatar. That combo, on the other hand, I mean, that had nothing to do with him. That was just Sylvanas getting locked down, Brightwing trying to help out, and then they got completely murdered there. So that was a couple of extra kills for them. We got camps taken at the bottom of the map now, and the blue team, they have definitely taken a severe lead at this point. They not only won the first objective and were able to take the top fountain down, but now they're looking at 8 kills to 6. They have, I mean, it's pretty much a 1.5 level lead. Maybe not quite, but it's getting there. And in addition to that, they're locking in the second protector, so they're looking good here. That's a bit of a weird one. I mean, game number 1, honestly, Disgusting was kind of dominant from beginning to end, I think. There was obviously that massive mistake on the core with the Immortal, but I feel even outside of that, Disgusting would have decided that map in their favor. They were quite in the lead. Then on game number 2, a very different setup, since we saw some nice plays from Team Hype. But there's some weird choices over here now. Now this game isn't over yet, and the Protector is in the middle of the map trying to take the fort down. Down here, they're just pushing Cassia back. But again, I feel like just haymakering a target away doesn't really do a whole lot for you. You need to set up kills if you want to play that style. And that's currently not really a thing. Also, I'm wondering a little bit, like, if you haymaker something, you kind of want to have a follow-up stun. And I guess he has his Storm Bolt, but normally you use that when you try to set the haymaker up. So without anybody else to lock the target then down, there's always a chance that this escapes. There's a play against D.Va. She gets crushed. And I am a bit afraid for Disgusting, because now they are a talent behind, 2 levels behind. Full-on control for Team Hype, and they hold also an item advantage that is pretty significant. I mean, we're talking about 2 turrets and a healing beacon, and they're about to pick up healing beacon number 2. So map control is really in their hands here. Now, there's still a chance for a comeback. I'm actually a bit surprised that the Protector was only trying to be active over here, so it didn't take the fort down either. If you think about it, that Protector didn't do anything. Very little. They didn't take down the top fort, they didn't take down the fort in the mid lane, so they're not even ahead in structures right now. Leo's looking for an entomb, goes in a little bit, but doesn't really commit to anything. But I still want to see if they can get ahead in structures, because normally the idea with Protector number 2 is that you move down to the bottom of the map, you're starting to take down your opponent's fountain here, and I guess this one is still exposed, so it could technically be taken, but yeah. Alright, here's the Ghost away. That's a bit of a late commitment, and he is gonna be dying. Yeah, he's dead, and that's an item stolen away. A little bit too cocky, my friend. But of course, this kill comes at a price. Bot lane gets pressured, gets attacked right away. They're realizing everybody is top, so they're just making the move. Now they should push for keep. No, 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 no. Don't retreat. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. You guys, you're getting baited. You're giving them the time to take this one down at the top. The right play here would have been to move for a keep. If you can trade keeps, you are the ones that are had an experience. Merlin goes down, and while they are killing heroes, they are taking structures down. So, yeah. Now they are the ones who have to react. You can either exchange the keeps, or, yeah. And initially, they should have just gone for the keep and put pressure onto the opponent to move back here. And now they just traded structures. Which again is still working for them, because you just accelerate the game a little bit. Which is good for them. They're already in the lead on experience, and now it's 10 kills to 7. And in the mid lane, they could take down another fort, and they're poking this one down 100%. Which again, in the long run, is also going to give them an opportunity to simply take another position with Ragnaros here. So that's a pretty good setup. Again, next objective is already popping up. They're taking a couple of items over here. So we got our 5-man splitting up a bit, as they're having 2 of their side laners dealing with the top lane. There's a mercenary camp now pushing through that they just took a second ago. So that helps to create a bit more lane pressure, and they need that. Because in an ideal world, they would try to take that fort down as well. So that there is no advantage for Disgusting. Bot lane, they're trying to go for a kill. If they can take Parnax down here, that would have been the dream. But he goes for the Indomitable. There's the jump. They're trying to go for it, and they are heavily engaging. But that's the end of Sylvanas, and more are going to fall. And Leo and Rag are pushing the top lane. A kill for a kill down here at the bottom of the map, and that was a 5 versus 3 fight. And top side, well, you're already seeing it on the minimap. They go through the gate, they go through everything, they get more experience, and they're just saying, we're going to crush this. Now, they feel that they have to move away, especially Ragnaros. Leo, of course, he has a bit more survivability there. Opaka, careful. Oh, Nice! Cool thought from Ragnaros. I really like it. And a pretty sweet move from Li Ming as well. That is some serious reaction time. Oh boy. Now they got their 20 and they got the buried alive. We're going to take another look at this. 100%. I mean, check this one out. What a dodge. The trap, a beautiful thought, nice aim, and then Li Ming with the spider reflexes right there. I love it. That was fantastic. Etrox seriously paying attention. That was quite something. Try and do that in the CCL with 120 to 150 ping. Just saying. And Ragnaros, I mean, shout out to him too. That aim that he had there and the timing was great. But now he gets punished, he gets destroyed. And honestly, that might just be the move that Disgusting needed to pull off to get back into the game here. They lost some hit points at the top keep already. They're not in a good spot. But maybe if they can get a couple of kills, then again, the flip over the wall. Muradin locked down. Oh, and he survives. 11 kills to 9. All right. That is something. Some sexy moves in the game now. Alright, again, another move against Muradin. Yeah. The problem with Muradin's choice on Haymaker at this point is just simply that you see that in every single fight where they go for him, he has to jump out right away. So they're pretty much playing with a front line that is half the game just retreating. And whenever they get, of course, the jump on somebody and can then Haymaker, Stormbolt, whatever, that's a total different story. But he has trouble staying alive, and half the fight he is just trying to get away. So that's the problem when you don't go for Avatar, that you as a main tank really suffer a lot of the sustainability that you want to have in order to keep your backline safe. Because if you're the one to jump out of the fight first, then you might not die, but it also means that there's nobody to shield your damage dealers anymore from the opponent. D.Va can only do so much here. But either way, now that Hype is getting ready to go straight onto the objective again, we have the blue team on 20 and fighting off against an opponent that has also reached their Storm Talents. So both of them, I mean, it's on eye level right now. This is honestly getting quite close. There's still a map advantage for Disgusting because they took 3 of the structures down. Sorry, a map advantage for Hype because they took 3 structures down. Hype still holds on to 2 forts. But this fight is more or less even. There's the setup and there's the kill. Ragnaros with some serious aim and the Entomb. Beautiful. Rag is down, but I guess so is Li Ming. Indeed. Li Ming is down, killed by Leo. They're following this up on more. They want another kill. They don't get it, but it's a 2-1. But the objective got taken by Muradin. You gotta love that shit. Muradin looks at the team fight and says like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm out of here, boys. Jumps away, stays on the checkpoint. Is like, you guys can fight. You can squabble. I don't care. I'm gonna take the objective. I'm not gonna do any damage with it, but you're not gonna get it. So there's that. Muradin, like, Muradin is just sitting here as like, trollololololololol, trollolololololol. Just walks home. He just walks home. It's just like, yeah, got my Uber right here. It's the special version. It's the Uber XXXXXL. Oh, fantastic. And Team Hype just looks at it and says like, well, what the hell are we going to do now? Let's try and take the keep anyways. So they're moving towards the top and they might get it with the help of the catapults now, but I don't think even that happens. It's a real awkward situation right now. It's kind of funny. It's honestly funny. Yeah, there's the push. And let's go. I guess if Ragnaros can make it towards the fort, they could make a play. He's already sitting in the shadows here, hoping for a chance. But nope. There we go. That's a kill. Ragnaros! Behold, Ragnaros, thy insect. Right now he's not killing anything. But there's another jump. Muradin, Stormbolt, and Malfurion gets also taken down. Yeah, they tried to be a little bit too cute with the Ragnaros move here, and it turned against them. That's one of the big problems. It honestly is. They were just trying to get a little bit too cute, and all of a sudden there's a lead in the kills for Disgusting. This could still turn. This could still turn. I mean, honestly, this is getting nuts here. This is getting absolutely crazy because Disgusting got kind of murdered. They had huge problems the entire time. And now, because of a couple of mistakes that Team Hype makes, they might lose the game right here. Ragnaros, he's back. So is Leo and Cassia. 3 versus 5 defense. Can they somehow set this up? They are trying. Okay, they're going for Liming here. They're going for the back, missing the drain. Still trying to get the kill. Explosion is out. And we got another 10 seconds for Malfurion. But the core is falling, and this might be the end of the game. But Muradin is already dead. They killed one. Can they kill more? Can they hold it? They go for Liming. Liming is dead. 3 more surviving. Oh, 25%. It's close. Sylvanas, no. 20%. Brightwing, the fruit fly is dead. 15. It's not happening. They can't get it. They cannot get it. The taunt, and this is the defense. 15. They need to cross the map right now. This is the moment. Go to the top, take the keep down, and end the game here. So close. 15%. By the way, this is the same 15% that we've seen in game number 1. Just saying. Just saying. Oh my god. They thought they had it. They thought they had it, and now they're probably gonna lose. 20 seconds for Liming to come back. I just don't see it. It seems like Team Hype advances to the next round, and Disgusting is out. What a finish for this one. Unbelievable. Muradin back in 1, but it's too late, isn't it? The core falls, and Team Hype, they lock in the 2-1 victory in our Heroes of the Storm series and advance to the next round of the tournament. GG and well played.